The family unit has changed, times have changed, and the Pope wants to find ways for the Church to be inclusive so that no one will be marginalised. This will be done through synodality.
Synodality is walking together forward. That's the definition. And the Pope is saying, meet together and discuss. Everybody's free to reflect on how are we going to move forward in the Church together in the future. What shall we do?
The Pope has described a synodal church as a church which listens. This is one of the criticisms levelled at the Catholic Church, that it is too set in its ways and it doesn't listen.
Yeah, the Pope is always criticizing actually the attitude that men have in the Church. We leave everything to be decided by the priest, by the parish priest, by the bishop, and we just do what they say. Now the Pope has inverted that. He said, no, let us listen to what people have to say, and then we'll see how we are going to move forward. They have to tell us how they see the future of the Church. What shall we do so that the Church is relevant in the world we are living now, which is very different from the world we lived in 50 or even 30 years ago.
In recent days, the Pope has spoken out against capitalism and climate change, urging pharmaceuticals to share vaccines, also hitting out at tech giants and their ethics, emphasising his role as a world leader.
Well, he took the name Francis. When he became Pope, this is well known, the cardinal next to him told him, now remember the poor. And the Pope has done that from the very beginning. Climate change, he started preaching about it and saying that we are moving in the wrong direction since he started 6 years ago. About looking at the people who are on the fringes, he says, the poor, those who in a way are miserable, those who have problems, and we have to look at them. He is a very human Pope. It's not just religion in the sense of God and me. He is looking around and saying, God gave us all this, we should use it well.
Every diocese will now be consulted on the way forward. On the Rock, questionnaires will be set out, with the bishop then compiling a report on the number of participants and on the findings. Bishop Summit will explain the process to the main religious groups as a first step.
After seeing the groups, I'll call like a general meeting for people to come and to discuss the same things. They would have understood by now what we are trying to do, and everybody would have his say. Obviously, we have to listen to everybody. Listening is very much emphasized by the Pope. But if we are going to listen, we have to hear something. So people have to be encouraged to speak, and we have to have the humility to listen and to reflect on what is being said.
This community journey towards a more synodal church has been described as the ecclesiastical event of a lifetime. It devolves power from the Vatican to the Church and its people in the hope that the right decisions are taken and which reflect their prayers and wishes.